new book, Strength of a Woman. I have a poem that I'm going to share with you.
Okay.
And then I want you to read something from the book. See,
I
because
sure
we're
will.
up here talking poetry and people watching going, but they haven't read anything
Oh,
yet.
but we will.
Okay, it's
go
coming.
ahead, go ahead.
Without Woman, a poem for all women of the world. Woman, as the mother of man, represents the power of the Almighty's hand. Through all the love, joy, pain, sorrow, and strife, woman is the lifeline of all human life. For where there is no she, there can be no he. And where there is no us, there could be no we. Only through the womb of woman's body and mind can man see himself in another place and time. There could be no woman, there could be no man. Without woman is co-creator in God's master plan. For he who is without woman can never be made whole until he's learned to love from the depths of his soul. And though love can sometimes make you cry, yet while you laugh, man and woman will always be each other's better half. For where there is no she, there can be no he. And where there is no us, there could be no we without woman.
Oh, I love that. I love it. I love it. It makes me think about the brief dedication
I
that
was
is in the
thinking
book.
about my grandmother.
Yeah. It's interesting, the things that inspire and motivate us to write, and a lot of times we may not even know what until after we've written the poem, or long after, years after that.
And I know you don't usually hear men say these kind of things, but I see woman as co-creator with God, because woman is not only the mother of man, but she's the mother of woman as well. So she is co-creator with God.
Indeed. It is the harmony and the balance that gives it the totality that it needs for life. You take away one. See, it's like taking a part of your limb or something else apart. It is indeed.
In the womb, there's a Trinity. There's mother, there's God first, there's a mother, and then there's a child. That's the Trinity.
And there again, there's the whole balance of it all. That's absolutely right.
And that's what I was thinking about. That's exactly what I was thinking about when I wrote this poem.
Well, I like that. And it makes me think of one that's in here. Now, the poems in here are poems that I've written over the last 3 decades.
Oh, wow.
So it's hard to tell which ones I wrote last month and which one I wrote.
But it's cool,
But I love it.
Poetry doesn't have any age.
That's right, that's right. It is meant to be preserved.
We're still reading Shakespeare, aren't we?
You're absolutely right. So why not a little J?
Like the news?
That's absolutely right. But here's one called By Man of a Woman. I am of intellect, substance, quality, dignity, pride. I do not aspire to be a man, nor expect any less treatment of equality. Experiences indeed determines perceptions, influencing programming, while maturity redesigns, redirects, reprograms. Such courage we exhibited, the struggles protesting racism, indignism, and so too must we today continue the ratification of the many tunneled visions still prevailing, nourished by the less esteem. This challenge is yours.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it has a lot to do with, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting deep up in
Well, you know, I'm trying to hang with you. You know, we got to put something in there and
but
bring
I like
it from.
poetry that makes you think and makes you feel.
I want it to make you think. And a lot of times people think that each poem that you wrote is about you.
No,
and I tell people a lot of times that poets experience life, whether it is directly or indirectly. So you may write a poem where you haven't had the exact total experiences of it directly, but indirectly it is. So I tell people, don't try so much to wonder what I was thinking. You know, if it helps you,
sometimes
if you enjoy it.
Sometimes we over-personalize things.
That's absolutely right.
Because I did a piece recently and I gave a copy of it to a friend of mine, and I just wanted to, not that I was just sharing the idea with her, and I wanted to say, read this and see what you think. And she took it personal because the piece is called Cell Phone Junkies, Talking Heads. And she took it personal, like I was really talking about her.
But you'd seen her on her cell phone.
Right. And doing all this stuff that I described in the poem. I just wanted to know what she think of it.
Well, I guess you must have got her response to tell her the way you were describing it.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not like that. I'm not saying that you are.
That's absolutely right.
I want to see what you think of the idea, and then she understood. But it's not personal, you know.
Oh, I truly understand. Here's this one. This is a short one. Okay. This one's called Dressed Up Ugly.
Oh.
Diva I am. Face made up, beat to perfection. Lipstick perfect, Valentine shape. Eyebrows arched, arrows straight. Nails sculptured, classic design. Threads tailored to the nine. In I walk, all eyes on me. Feet tapping to the rhythm of my beat. Mind for the taking, making and breaking. I must connect. Clock ticking, counting down. If not, like Cinderella, it will be revealed. As in my heart, I am only dressed up ugly, impersonating, contemplating, deliberating my soul to the highest bitter.
Wow. I like that. And that's called Dressed Up Ugly.
Dressed Up Ugly.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I did a piece some years ago called Ugly People Porn.
Called Ugly People Porn, right.
You know, ugly body porn.
You know, I have some people be checking the clothes out, the threads, and I read it, go, wait a minute, what you mean dressed up ugly?
Yeah, it's a piece that didn't sell well. I guess the ugly people say, well, why should I pay be insulted?
That's absolutely right, but you have to go beyond the title sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes for some people you have to read and feel, and different meanings is okay.
But how important is the title of a poem to you?
Well, a title of a poem, sometimes I write a poem and may not have a title yet. And sometimes I have a title and I may go back and change it.
Where do you get your titles from?
The titles
do you sometimes write the poem or give it a title?
Sometimes I write the poem to the title, and sometimes I just have a title or a word. It could be something that you said or something that anyone said.
Right.
Yeah, most poets, I think, surely I do, love words.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be how big and many letters a word has in it. Like words with profoundness. And sometimes you can
strike you.
That's right. Sometimes you can take a simple word as it.
Right.
You know, and then build something around it. So they come from everywhere. You know, they come from everywhere. They come from people just walking or just
reading,
thinking.
writing,
Reading is significant. A lot of reading, a lot of...
It is very significant.
To be successful as
Why?
a writer, you must read.
Why is reading
Because you need the exposure. You need to see. It's almost a person saying, I don't know if I get in trouble for this one or not, I had nothing to do with religion, or I dislike religion, but you know nothing at all about religion. So to me, you have to be exposed first in order to make wise, realistic decisions about what it is you like and dislike.